Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, Charger, 19.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
They'll throw with Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
8 yards there on a 1st down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A play fake. Now Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
18 Cardinals.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 ready,
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. The Falcons send Jamal Agnew deep to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he had this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end dribble, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otton. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
180! What's up?
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
180! Stop!
Baker going to give it to Irving. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
180!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the first time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open glass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Irvin will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Extra score, Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
Robinson up the middle. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Let's go now.
Back to Robinson now on first down. A heck of a move. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Robinson, touchdown, Falcons. And that touchdown is going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Check up.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. For a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
So wait it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, that.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
this up to about the 4.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll try and run here with Irving. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28.
180!
And again, it's Mayfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mayfield now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Arnold Ebiketie able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Bucky Irving.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great pen.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
To the air, Penix. That one deep for London. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
180. Set.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Oh, he's got a Ibuka. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Bucky Irving,
28 yards.
and the Bucs have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that, but we're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result, big plays.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Running with, I should probably sound a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll throw with Penix. They'll try and do this himself.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Completes a Mooney on the slant.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And now an audible here into something else. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
looking to throw. Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hawk 70. 18, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. See Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and shut it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
180.
Once again, it's Irvin.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
180. Point it right.
First carry for Rashad White.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
180. Hey, alert. What's that?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, yep. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McLaughlin for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19, 18. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Yaya Diaby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now 3rd down and very long. Operating from the gun, Penix. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Handoff running left, Irving. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Man, 188 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff to Irving.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Stop.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Stop.
Mayfield to throw it. On the RP. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Walker. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
180. Real. Point it right. What's up?
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 33, Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Complete to Drake London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most to the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Ready! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yep. 180. Done.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime,